Amazon sellers can significantly boost their profitability by properly managing returns. In this video, you will learn about refund costs, new Amazon fees, and tools to optimize return rates. If you need help managing Amazon returns, try SELLERBOARD tool. You'll find more information and a special offer in the video description below.
Hello, Alex. Welcome back to the Orange Klik YouTube channel. Today, you're going to help sellers to minimize the impact of the returns on their profits they're making when running their Amazon business. But as always, let's first start with your introduction and also give us a brief overview how SELLERBOARD is helping Amazon sellers.
Hello, Lisette. Thank you again for the invitation. Always a pleasure to be part of the content created for Orange Klik. So for those of you who don't know yet, SELLERBOARD is a profit analytics software with an additional wide variety of tools to help you automate some of the processes inside your Amazon business. And we mainly focus on helping sellers understand whether they're profitable or not and what they can do, what areas of their business they need to pay closer attention to, to optimize their profitability. But besides that, also, we help them manage their inventory, handle some of the, automation in the PPC campaigns with the bids and the keywords, and also other stuff like send out review requests and stay alerted and informed about the important events in their Amazon business. So quite a wide variety of solutions we have. And today we are going to focus more on returns, and I'm going to be covering, stuff the sellers can do by themselves to try and avoid some of the additional fees that come with returns. And besides that, I'm probably going to jump for a while into SELLERBOARD and show you what SELLERBOARD can help you with to understand, what's happening with returns in your Amazon business.
Sounds really good because, as we know, or if you are already selling, have been selling for a while on Amazon, like the costs associated with returns and refunds, it's always not so clear in Seller Central. So it's great to have a better understanding what those fees are, what those costs are, and how those essentially have impact on the profits as well, just to run the business better. So let's go ahead. I know you probably prepared some content for us as well to go this topic through. So we're ready for you.
So first things first, what do you need to, tackle the refunds costs? First of all, you need to understand the refund cost structure. And I know that in one of the previous videos we've created with you, Lisette, we've talked about this, but I'm going to jump really quick to this topic to maybe show the sellers that haven't seen that video what the refund cost structure actually is, because this is the first step to really understand, that every refund that you get is actually a loss, because it might seem to some sellers that actually if the customers are returning the products back, then what's the problem? What's the deal here? But actually there is a very big deal about refunds. So really quick, on the left side of this infographic, you can see the green vertical line. This is the price that the customer paid for the product. And then next to it, you have a breakdown of what this means to you as the seller immediately after the sale. So this is your profit that you have generated, your cost of goods, then your FBA fee that you paid, your referral fee, and maybe a shipping chargeback if that's the case. But on the right side, this is what happens with the structure of the refund when a customer, submits a refund. So he wants to get that money back. Amazon immediately refunds the customer, and you need to understand the structure of what you are left with. So the shipping chargeback, this is refunded by Amazon. You see a green check mark here. Then the referral fee also is refunded by Amazon. Then the cost of goods over here, this is a question mark because depending on the condition of the product that it came back to the warehouse in, if it's sellable or unsellable. If it's sellable, then you can place it back into the marketplace and basically sell it. So then the cost of goods here is also with a green check mark. You can consider it. But sometimes the customers return the products in a non-sellable condition. So then it's also a part of the loss for you. Then you have the FBA fee that is not refunded by Amazon. You have your lost profit, obviously it's not refunded by Amazon. You have an additional refund administration fee charged by Amazon each time a refund is issued. And then you have 2 more additional fees that I'm going to cover today. And you need to pay close attention to this because, so first of all, if the product is in unsellable condition, then you will have to remove the product from Amazon. So this will mean an additional removal fee for you. And then you might also be hit with a specific fee that is called returns processing fee. It was introduced this summer in June, I think, 1st. And this fee is charged if your return ratio for this product is higher than a certain threshold that is defined by Amazon. So I'm going to cover this a little bit in a minute. What you need to clearly understand from this infographic in the first place is the fact that every returns means a loss for you. But sometimes this loss can be bigger and sometimes it's smaller. But anyway, you need to pay close attention to refunds since they are costing you money. All right, let's move further. These are 3 return-specific fees that I want to focus on. So the first one is the refund administration fee, which is 20% of the FBA fee or $5, which is less for you, and this is mandatory. Then the second one, the returns processing fee. This is the new one that I'm going to talk about next. This is conditional, and it is applied again if your return rate for this product is higher than a certain threshold. And it starts for I think the product category that has the smaller fees, starting at $1.78, and then it just grows higher. So it's a really, a high fee there. And the third one is a removal fee in case your product is unsellable. So when all of these add up, you are left with a really big loss. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about the new fee that was introduced this summer. So the return processing fee. As I mentioned previously, what Amazon did, it calculated specific return rate thresholds for different product categories. And you can find all of the detailed info by following this link that you have in the upper right corner of the screen. But here is a small screenshot from the Amazon Seller Central help page where you have examples of how these thresholds are calculated. So for instance, if you're talking about, let's say baby products, which is row number 3 in the spreadsheet, you have a 9.3%, which is considered by Amazon a normal return rate threshold. That means that if you have baby products and you have like return rate that is rising above 9.3, when you reach 9.4, then this fee kicks in for all of each unit of the product that is returned after you hit that 9.3% threshold. So I need to pay attention to that. And then you might ask yourself, all right, what should I do in order to avoid this fee? Because it's a really high fee, to begin with. First of all, obviously you need to look out for the products that are close, to this threshold. And luckily, what Amazon did, not did it only introduce this fee, but also it introduced, a tool that you can use to analyze your returns. I'm going to show you how it works in a second. So you basically need to analyze the products with the highest return rates as the second step after you understand the refund cost structure. We just talked about that. And then you need to start analyzing what are your highest return rates. So you can go to sellercentral.amazon.com/FBA/returns, and you will be presented with this dashboard. And I have a screenshot of it right here. And this is like a new FBA returns page by Seller Central. What it does, it gives you a very good impression of what your return rates are on different levels, on an account level and on product level, and what the dynamics are. So you can, kind of zoom in from a top level to pinpoint those products that are actually very close to hitting, or maybe even at this time are already exceeding your threshold for a certain product category, right? So you can see how it looks on the top level. You have an average return rate or total return units and a graph that shows how your return rate evolved over time. Then you can zoom in on products and see how their return rates evolved. And then also you can analyze the reasons for the returns here. Again, this is on the product level. If you drill down to the products, you will see over here on the right in the same returns dashboard, you will see the reasons, the top reasons. So all of that is basically presented. And as I said, this is a very nice move from Amazon, since not only did they charge you with the fee, but they also presented you with a tool that you can use to kind of analyze and see if you can do something with it. How you can tackle those FBA returns? Well, there are no, easy or shortcuts over here. The same important stuff that has been always like a cornerstone of, providing good service and having good products. So basically you need to invest in high quality sourcing. You need to ensure that your product listings describe precisely the products, their characteristics, their features. Try not to be misleading with the products, and see and check if your bullet points and your product images that you have do reflect the real nature of the product. So this is really important. Try to, communicate the colors, the sizes, because these are one of the most common reasons for returning the products in a good way. So it is clear and obvious for the customer. And then check your packaging. This is also really important, because sometimes, the packaging is one of the causes for returning the product, since before the product arrives to the customer, it might not come in a very good condition. And also an overlooked thing to tackle for minimizing your returns is proactively resolving issues with the customers before they transform into a return. So if you analyze the feedback from the customers and you try to, solve those problems and respond to those requests from the customers, you have a lower chance of getting the products back. This is basically it. Now let me quickly jump to SellerBoard and show you how you can use the tool to understand the refunds and the reasons for refunds. So I'm going to show you several views and tools that you can kind of do the same process with. You can zoom in from an account level to a product level and see the reasons and have it all in one dashboard. So this is the profit dashboard from SellerBoard, the main tool that helps you analyze profitability. And you have the tiles view. Many of the SellerBoard, people acquainted with SellerBoard already know how to use it. I'm going to jump straight into, let's say, P&L, right? I would start with that just to get an probably top level, account level understanding of what's happening with the returns in my business. So the P&L view gives you a breakdown of all your main metrics that affect profitability on an account level, month by month, or you can choose another view, for instance, day by day for a month period. And what I'm going to look at, I'm going to look at my refund costs, and I'm going to see whether they are increasing or they're decreasing or what's the situation. So if I'm going to spot a trend on an account level and see, okay, so my refund costs are rising over here. Maybe I need to look into it and see what's up. So why is that happening? Okay, and this is the top level to spot the overall situation. And then what I'm going to look at is probably find out the products with the highest return rates, right? And there are several ways to do it. So for instance, I can go back, or even in this view, in the profit loss view, I'm going to first select the period that I'm analyzing, like for instance, in the last 3 months, in the last 12 months. What I'm going to do with these products, I'm going to arrange them by refunds and see the products with the highest refunds over here. And this is like a very quick way to do it. I can also go over here on the right and check not only refunds, but see a percentage, because maybe I've sold less products of this type, and or maybe, vice versa, I sold more products of this type, and the higher number of refunds is like natural. But if I check the refund percentage, so the refund rate over here, I'm going to see the percentage and the refund rate for each product. And also I can arrange then the data by the highest refund rate. And I'm going to immediately see that this is the product that has the highest refund rate. So this is a good way also to continue the analysis. And now I might be thinking, okay, so I have the overall situation on an account level. I have, the products that had the highest refund rates in the past, 12 months, the period that I'm analyzing. But let's see, was it always the same, or maybe this has changed over time? And maybe I have products that their refund rates are growing. So for this, I'm going to jump quickly to the trends view. And what I'm going to do is select a metric of my interest. So let's say the refund rate. So this is the metric that I'm choosing. And then I will see for each product a chart that will show me from right to left, because we have the data arranged month by month, right to left. I'm going to see the same representation, but on a small chart over here, and I'm going to check for trends. So I'm going to see which products have growing refund rates. Like for instance, the first product, I have immediately I see a spike over here in my refund rates. So that would make me think, okay, what's happening with this particular product? And what I can do next is I'm going to probably copy this. Okay, so I'm going to copy the text, all right? Or maybe just do this. And I'm going to jump quickly into the tiles view over here. And I'm going to insert this ASIN, find it, okay? And yeah, and analyze strictly this ASIN. Maybe the two variations that I have for it. Okay. These two, all right? Filter it out. So the period that I'm currently analyzing, let's give it a while to load, is the month to date. As you can see under the month to date tile, I have this line, so it indicates the fact that I'm analyzing the data for this specific period. And I can see the product that I'm analyzing right now. I see that I've sold 28 units and I have 1 refund. So this is fresh. And if I click on this refund, I can see the reason. So what's the reason for this refund? The product performance or quality is not up to expectations, right? So this is the problem. And I can select a longer period. So let's go ahead and do that. For instance, I can modify this exact card, just clicking on this date. And I will choose this card to be, let's say, year to date. Again, let's give it a while to load. And I will have more data. So as you can see, in this period, year to date, I have a lot more refunds. So for the first type of products, I have 131 refunds. And now what I want to do is click on this number and see the refund reasons. So undeliverable, so this is, we don't know because Amazon doesn't provide this reason. And then I have customers that didn't want the product, right? Then I have this second reason that was the same as for the product sold in the year month to date. So the product was underperforming. I have 11 people returning the product for that reason. And then I have the product not being as described on Amazon. So this is like a bias of perception. That means that I didn't describe the product accordingly on the product listing, and some other reasons. So what I just did is I analyzed my refunds like from an account level. Then I try to drill down to a product level to see what are my most problematic products. And then from there, I try to understand what is the main reason for people returning this product. And if I'm able to tackle this problem, so for instance, change my listings, optimize them, or maybe, if the product is underperforming, that I need to review how am I declaring the performance of this particular product on my listings. So maybe not specifically, the overall description of the product is wrong. Maybe I'm just I'm pumping up expectations for what this product can be. For instance, if I'm selling, I don't know, let's say if I'm selling something that has a motor, maybe the description of the power of the motor is not exactly right and people are expecting more from it. So this is why at the moment they will receive it, they will expect more, and then being disappointed, they will return back to you. So yeah, top to bottom, this is the main process. I guess that in general lines, this is how SellerBoard can help you at each stage. And yeah, so again, pay attention to refunds. You can use the Amazon tool that I showed you. You can use SellerBoard. And besides, probably I also want to give you like background glimpse on what we're currently working on and what you can expect in the very near future. We are working at SellerBoard now at launching keyword research tool. This is going to be in the same exact basic plan that you have in your SellerBoard toolbox. And another important thing is the sales and stock map that you will be able to analyze, different regions that you are getting the sales from and in which regions you have more stock. So depending on, how your product distribution was made by Amazon. Yeah, these are the updates. I think this is pretty much it from my side.
Yeah, sounds really great. Thank you so much for putting together the presentation and giving us insights about how returns and refunds actually have a big effect on Amazon business. For those who are new to SellerBoard, and we're going to have the link to SellerBoard also in the video description below, so you're more than welcome to check it out. Can you remind us, do you have a demo account that sellers could go in and explore like the features you have? Because as you mentioned, it's not just these few things you showed us today, it's actually much more, and we have more videos also on our YouTube channel, and we're definitely covering the upcoming updates as well soon. But is there a demo account sellers can use?
Sure. This is the same exact demo account that I was showing you the demo on. So you have data that is more or less close to real numbers that you can play around and see all the features, and how data is analyzed. So yeah, you can go just to sellerboard.com and search for the demo account button. It's there.
Okay, great. And also I wanted to highlight that this returns topic is very important, not just for a profitability question of the business, but actually we have seen with sellers that Amazon is now more and more paying attention to the return rates themselves. So they flag products more often when the return rates are getting higher, and it's more difficult to explain to Amazon why they are so, or Amazon is kind of wanting sellers to make some kind of changes to bring it down. So definitely Amazon is also keeping an eye on that. And we also have those small badges on the product detail page, which highlight if a product is frequently returned. So I guess like nobody wants to have that badge on their product listing. So I think going through these things you showed us today also helps to make sure that product detail pages are healthy and good for the buyers also to consider the product to buy. So thanks a lot for diving into this topic.
Sure, LISETT. I totally agree with you. My personal thoughts on this topic are that Amazon is trying to make enough effort to, get the low quality products more or less off of the platform and just to increase the overall customer's experience with Amazon. So, they're kind of protected from stuff that's cheap, and, will leave them with the bad taste. So, this is how I see it.
Actually, I totally agree, because I think it also goes together well with like some other updates we have been seeing, which Amazon is making, which are more towards brand owners and really give the chance for products and sellers who are really really want to do good in what they do and the products they are selling. So yeah, I agree. Probably they want to make sure that everything that is available for the customers is really up to the quality. So thanks again for sharing this time with me to educate our sellers. I hope to see you soon on our channel again. But meanwhile, if you have watched this video until now and you want to learn more about SELLERBOARD and different topics regarding profitability, also understanding your customer lifetime value, then check out other videos we have recorded with Alex before. So see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Lisette. Talk to you soon.
I hope this video will help you to minimize the impact of returns on your Amazon business profitability. If you want to try SELLERBOARD to manage your returns more effectively, find the link in the video description below together with a 2 months free trial for SELLERBOARD. And don't forget to hit like if you enjoy the content and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. If you have additional comments and questions, leave them in the comments section below. And now I recommend you to watch another video where you will learn how to set up alerts for your Amazon business using SELLERBOARD. So check this out.